Oh yeah.
Guterres. We are very much privileged to welcome His Excellency in the Buddha's birth. Born in 623 BC, testified by the inscription on the pillar erected by Emperor Ashoka in 249 BC. Born Prince Siddhartha took 7 steps and out of the ocean of existence, I have come to the world born again. So it was the message, Lord Buddha. Lumbini is one of the most sacred places of one of the world's great religion and fearless landmark, culture and spirituality. Place listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1997. And
for me to be here in Lumbini, a site of spirituality, serenity and peace. And I'm deeply moved to have been invited to be here and to pay tribute to Lord Buddha. This is a place to reflect on the teachings of Lord Buddha and to consider what his message of peace, interdependence and compassion means in today's troubled world. Humanity is at war with nature and at war with itself. In the Middle East, Ukraine, the Sahel, Sudan and many other places around the world, conflict is raging. Global rules and institutions are being undermined as human rights and international law are trampled. Ordinary people, children, women and men pay the highest price in appalling loss of life and human suffering. A record number of people have fled their homes to escape violence, conflict and persecution. Poverty and inequality are rife. And the impacts of the climate crisis are mounting, with floods, fires and droughts taking lives and destroying livelihoods around the world, including here in Nepal, as I could witness in my 2 visits today and yesterday. In these troubled times, my message to the world from the tranquil gardens of Lumbini is simple. Humanity has a choice. The path to peace is ours to take. It is not always an easy one. Challenges may look unsurmountable. Problems may feel overwhelming. But guided by Lord Buddha's timeless example, I believe it is a vision we can make real through action. Action to protect the rights and dignity of all. Action to heal, bridge divides, and build trust and understanding. Action to make the Sustainable Development Goals a reality especially for the benefit of the most vulnerable. And action to end the assault on our planet by rapidly reducing emissions of greenhouse gases and restoring biodiversity. Across the ages, Lord Buddha's message of compassion, non-violence, and interdependence calls to us all and inspires us all, reminding us of our common humanity and the connectedness of all things. Dear friends, peace is more than a noble vision. It is a rallying cry, and it is an appeal I make today. From these sacred gardens, I call on the world to act now for peace, and I thank you.
The Secretary General of the United Nations, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and namaste to everybody. The land where we are standing now, the birthplace of Lord Buddha, is not merely a sacred place of pilgrimage for Buddhists, but a center of peace and harmony that continues to inspire and guide humanity at large on the basis of eternal and enlightened teaching of Buddha. Mr. Secretary General, your visit to Lumbini bears a special significance. It is not only a continuum of successive visit by the Secretary General of the United Nations. Rather, it represents your thoughtful step in consolidating the symbiotic relationship that exists between the core values of peace, harmony, and understanding that this sacred place stands for, and the Charter of the United Nations that seeks to protect and promote the same values globally. I therefore express my deep appreciation to you, Mr. Secretary General, for your visit to this historic place of global significance. The United Nations has long been associated with the development of Lumbini. It started with the UNDP Commission Master Plan by a Japanese architect, Kenjo Tange, in 1972. Since then, the UN has played an important role in developing Lumbini into a major center of pilgrimage and tourism, promoting peace and harmony. In 1997, the United Nations declared Lumbini a World Heritage Site, recognizing its historical and cultural significance on the global stage. Pursuit of peace has always been humanity's highest aspiration. As a leader who has led the decisive struggle for change and transformation of the country, and as one of the key players who successfully led the process to transform armed conflict into a peace process, I understand the value of peace and the cost of conflict. Nepali people have demonstrated exemplary resilience in pursuit of peace. The homegrown, nationally owned and led peace process has successfully transitioned the country to a state of stability and peace. We believe that our peace process could be a good example for countries and societies facing similar situations. We will be more than happy to contribute to building a global knowledge base of conflict management by sharing our experiences of uniquely successful peace process. What we have learned is that peace founded on inclusion, empowerment, economic prosperity, and justice stands a better chance to last longer. Currently, we are engaged in concluding the remaining tasks of the peace process, the transitional justice system. Our ultimate aim is to ensure lasting peace and harmony in the country. This objective will continue guiding our all efforts toward completing this task. We count on international community's goodwill and understanding in this regard. Peace, harmony, and compassion are the innate attributes that we have inherited from Buddha. Unity in diversity is our strength, and harmony and coexistence make essential ingredients of our culture. We believe in Bhavatu Sarva Mangalam. May all be blessed with auspicious, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is a family. The principle of Panchashil, non-alignment, the UN Charter, international law and values of world peace continue to guide Nepal's foreign policy. Amity, cordiality and fraternity are the underlying ethos of our international engagement. We remain steadfast in our commitment to multilateralism with the United Nations at its center. Based on our strong commitment to multilateralism, we call for building trust, promoting partnership and collaboration, and working in solidarity to overcome the challenge of unprecedented scale and nature that the world faces, as Secretary General right now mentioned about it. Geopolitical tension. We extend our support to you, Mr. Secretary General, in strengthening multilateralism and fulfilling your mandates. Our long-standing participation in and substantial contribution to the United Nations peace operation eloquently manifests our innate desire to promote global peace and security. Mr. Secretary General, from Lumbini, you will bring the message of peace, harmony and understanding to the international community. Your commitment to promote the values propounded by Buddha will be deeply admired. Equally, we admire your commitment to draw global attention to the impact of climate change in the life of people living in the mountain areas. During your visit to Khumbu region, that means to Mount Everest region yesterday, and to the Annapurna base camp this morning, you have got the opportunity to closely watch how the climate change has badly affected the life and livelihood of our people. We are bearing the brunt of climate change, though our share in emission generation is almost nil. Before I conclude, let me appeal for the following. We must let the peace prevail all over the world. Right to live in the peaceful environment for everyone must be upheld by all in all circumstances. Peaceful coexistence, harmony, and interfaith tolerance should become the defining norms of humanity. We must overcome all the visible and invisible obstacles to peace. Elimination of all forms of inequality, injustice, exploitation, deprivation, and poverty must be put to an end to ensure global peace and security. We must ensure fair and judicious global order so that all countries, big and small, rich and poor, realize on an equal footing the principle of sovereign equality in true sense of the term. With this appeal, I conclude my statement. I thank the Lumbini Development Trust and all other agencies involved for making excellent arrangement for the visit of the Secretary General and for our impressive gathering here this morning. Thank you to everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister, for your heart touch. Prime Minister and His Excellency, UN Secretary General, to offer flowers for the